Are you struggling with leg drive in the bench press, or maybe you don't even know what leg drive is? Well, this video is for you. So Liz is going to help me demonstrate good quality leg drive here, and I'm going to walk you guys through it. So step one, we want to make sure that our feet are planted on the ground and ready to drive into the floor. Step two, you want to make sure you are not driving just straight down, because then your hips pop up, and if you compete in the sport of powerlifting, that can get you red lights. If you don't compete in the sport of powerlifting, there is no energy going from your legs up here to your upper body and then the bar if your hips are shooting way up to the sky, or very minimal. All right, instead, I'm going to recommend trying to drive down and back, which you can kind of learn how that feels by doing this nice, easy sliding drill. So you're just going to set up like so, and then just with your legs, you're going to push your body back onto the bench. All right, so let's show that a few times here. And as you can see, she's pushing down and back. All right, and what this is going to do is direct the force and energy throughout her entire body and then into the barbell. All right, that is what we're trying to do with leg drive anyway. So she's going to set everything up nice and tight, and you can use your legs to really get everything to stay nice and tight. We did another video on that a little bit ago. Check that one out as well. But from there, everything is nice and tight and locked into place. What I call kind of 80% power. All right, so everything's nice and tight, locked in place using these legs, and then she's going to hit a bench press. And as she drives off the chest, boom, that's the extra 20% power, you guys, coming from the legs. And of course, you're pressing with your arms up to the sky. Now, if she doesn't have leg drive, watch the drastic difference. Everything just kind of deflates, if you will, and we're not engaged, we're not tight. And you can kind of like see, we can move her legs around, all this, versus when she's nice and tight and the legs are nice and engaged, this stays nice and firm, our back is nice and tight, and the energy is flowing through the body and into the barbell. Now, if you compete in certain federations, you're allowed to set up with your heels off the ground. If you have a little bit of bad mobility, sometimes this can be helpful, or sometimes people just find this more comfortable to bench. So if you're doing this, the concept is the same, but you do have a little bit of a different cue, and I like to call it kind of like the gas pedal. We're going to drive down with our heels, and this is what's going to make sure that the energy is going throughout the body and into the barbell. All right, so again, driving down with the heels, that's activating everything, locking everything into place, and driving it into the barbell just like that. All right, so whether you guys are competing in a federation that allows you to have those heels up, or a federation that you got to have the feet down, either one, these cues are going to help you guys add pounds onto your bench press. And if you're not competing, great, your bench just went up. So try this out in your next bench press session. Let us know in the comments below how it goes. We'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.